It has been donned as the Balkan experience. That's what people call it. Brad Underwood has very much leaned into the fact that he has a roster that is full of what is donned as the Balkan brothers, right? You have Mirkovic, you have both of Visic's, even Andrei Stojakovic has made his way into that, Mihailo Petrovic as well. And Glenn Kinley, who does good work over for Illinois, uh, asked Brad Underwood straight up, basically. He was like, are you gonna wear the jumpsuit? Like the we have you seen the jumpsuit meme, the AI generated jumpsuit meme that has Brad Underwood in a full orange jumpsuit with a cigarette, and I feel like there's a bottle of Stoli vodka in the background as well. There's a bunch of funny things that have come across the internet on that, and kind of to my surprise, Brad's like, I mean, yeah, I almost wore it for, I almost wore it to with Big Ten Media Day. I almost wore it to the Illinois State game. Unfortunately, they weren't, no, all the Balkans weren't available because there were some guys injured and out for that game. But like, I got the jumpsuit in my possession, and it's very much real that he's going to wear that and that he owns that. Brad is just the gift that keeps on giving, truly. And my dog's got a pulse on the fan base, which is a scary one sometimes. The Illinois fans are wild. I love them to death. They are wild, wild, wild. Riley, what do you take away from Brad having the Balkan jumpsuit? And are you calling his bluff? Do you think we actually get that a game this season?
He has to back it up now.
Yeah, now
He
it's
put
out
it
there, right?
he
He owns
yeah,
it.
he put it on the record. I think honestly, the funniest part of this might just be imagining Brad Underwood in a chain. And there's part of me that wonders, does he go like full Nick Nurse and just be middle-aged white dude coaching basketball team and realize like he really enjoys wearing a chain, and before long he's got like the layered chains on. You know how Nick Nurse did, where it's like I don't know, where it's like when did Nick Nurse start wearing like three chains? But
Yeah, Nick
he
Nurse tried to sneak it in. He like gradually just added a chain, seeing if like anyone would notice.
and then really started feeling himself with the amount of chains he was wearing. But Brad definitely seems a little too old for that. But I would have said the same thing about Nick Nurse, and here we are. So yeah, I think he's got to carry it out. The the no smoking inside, so I have to bypass the cigarette. That part was funny to me, just because having lived in Central Europe, yeah, I can attest they still smoke a lot of cigarettes down there. I believe I lived in Czech Republic, obviously different than the Balkan states, but at least when I lived there, it was commonly said among Czechs that Czech Republic was one of the few developed countries in the world where like the amount of people smoking was actually increasing as opposed to decreasing. So, um,
That's
so I would
insane
assume the
statistic.
Balkans can get down with their cigarettes as well. But yeah, everything about it, like we talk about this all the time, Cart, with understanding your fan base, knowing how to connect with them. Like it could be really easy, even in Underwood's position, to try to sort of to try to downplay the amount of international players we have coming over because, with him being an older guy or hearing rants from coaches like Izzo or Kelvin Sampson recently about G League guys. And it's like this is sort of in theory the same thing. It's like tenured pros coming over with college eligibility. Like he could dance around that a little bit more. But I like that he's being authentic and leaning into it. It's like, yeah, we are paying these dudes to come play basketball for us, and this is part of our identity. This is part of who we are as a program now. These are the kind of guys I want to recruit. These are the type of play styles I'm looking for, and it's just gonna be like characteristic of Illinois basketball for as long as I'm here.
Yeah, it's leaning into something that could possibly be very successful for you. That's the thing. Like this could like work out. Like this, like honestly, to be honest with you, I'm very excited for the Illinois Balkan experience. Like Mirkovic is fun and
Mm-hmm.
Big Z, not Big Z, sorry, Big T. It's gonna be one of the best centers in the country. That's gonna be a really good front court. Mihailo Petrovic is now a sophomore at the college level, a 22-year-old. Like this is, I think that you don't want to. What is it? You don't want to like half-ass things. Like you want to like buy into things. I think that's what Brad's doing here. I'm also just picturing a world where like Brad is in a tough game and like he gets a tech and just throws a cigarette at high knees ref as he's like running down. He's like, God, just getting after him or whatnot. But now he has to wear it. That's the thing. But also he's in a spot though where they got to be good because Lord knows, not Lord knows. Sorry, my God. But I know that if there's a situation where like they're not doing well or they're not doing something, and he shows up with the orange jumpsuit, first of all, you know what channel to come to. We'll be talking about it. But second of all, like that's just gonna be That would be like that last year's Sage moment where Kylan Boswell saged the court before the game and it just went completely south after that. But now we need the orange jumpsuit and we need it now. Riley, you get to pick what game he breaks it out for. What are you doing? Are we just bringing it out for
Ooh.
Jackson State? Like what game are we bringing it out for?
So I'm inclined to say wear it when things are going well, to where it's like, yeah, sure, just throw it on for a bye game. Break it out for why don't you break it out for your man? I'm inclined to say when they play Texas Tech on November 11th to wear it then. But I'm also like, if you get spanked by Grant McCaslin and them dudes on your home court, are you going to regret pulling up in the orange jumpsuit?
Yeah, I mean for me that's a big time game on FS1. That's what it is for me. I need this to be like a big televised. I need everybody to see that my dog Brad's got the orange jumpsuit on. So you know what? If this somehow gets to him or somehow he sees it, if someone on the team watches shows to Brad, I'm requesting that the orange jumpsuit gets worn versus Texas Tech. Let's do it. And let's get a big win at home, by the way.
I get you got to be confident that you're going to get that home win. I just feel like that's disastrous if you get packed up by a top 10 team and you're just like doing a bit on the sideline, you know?
Yeah, well, here's the thing, just don't get packed up.
Yeah, don't get. Where did they play? So they play at the United Center against Alabama
That might be a
on
good
November.
one.
That to me, like they should in Chicago, they should beat Alabama.
Yeah, but there's also too much. I don't like the conflict of red and orange. Like, are they going to keep the Bulls court on there?
I'm sure they'll touch it up a little bit.
You
It's
think
fine.
they'll touch it? Okay.
Maybe do they usually touch it up a little bit, make it special for these types of games?
I feel bad for not knowing this. I should know this, I feel like.
Illinois fans, hit us in the comments, and they always do.
Yeah.
Let us know if the United Center will put the giant orange eye out there, or maybe it'll be a graphic for like whatever the showcase is
Yeah,
called.
it's
I'm sure
probably
it
some
has some
showcase.
sponsors.
So they'll have it. All right. So you know what? Either Texas Tech or Alabama, bring the jumpsuit out. Brad, we can't wait. It's going to be a fun one. And I suggest, you know what? Let's go all out. Cigarette in the warm-ups. Who cares? Can't wait to see it.